Have you ever wondered why we think about thinking? Sounds wild, right? Well, let's dive into the world of philosophy. It's like a giant playground for ideas where everyone can swing, slide, or even tumble down the rabbit hole of deep thinking. So, what is philosophy? Imagine you have a big box of puzzle pieces. Each piece represents a question about life, like what is real or what is right. Philosophy helps us put those pieces together to see the bigger picture. Now let's break it down. Philosophy is all about asking questions. It's like being a detective, but instead of solving crimes, you're solving the mysteries of life. Why do we exist? What makes something good or bad? It's like trying to find out why your cat knocks over every glass on the table. Is it curious? Is it bored? Or does it just enjoy the dramatic effect? Here's a fun analogy. Think of philosophy as a giant buffet of thoughts. You walk in and see all kinds of delicious ideas. Some are spicy, some are sweet, and others are just plain weird. You pick what you like, try a bit of this and a dollop of that, but you also leave some food untouched. Philosophy encourages us to taste different ideas and decide what we believe. For example, let's consider two philosophers, Socrates and Plato. Socrates is like the wise old turtle who asks you questions to make you think. He would ask, "What makes a good friend?" And you'd scratch your head, wondering if it's someone who shares their toys or someone who always lets you pick the movie. Plato, on the other hand, is like the painter in the corner, painting a beautiful picture of a perfect world. He believes in ideals, like the idea of a perfect friend. But how do we know what perfect really is? Now let's add a sprinkle of humor. You know how sometimes you can't decide what to eat for lunch? You might think, should I have a sandwich or a salad? That's a tiny bit like philosophy. You're weighing your options, thinking about what's better for you. But instead of food, philosophers are juggling big ideas about life, ethics, and existence. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Philosophy isn't just about thinking, it's about how we act too. Imagine you see someone drop their ice cream. Do you help them pick it up or just walk away? That choice is like a mini philosophical debate in your head. Let's talk about ethics. That's the part of philosophy that tells us how to be good people. It's like having a superhero cape that helps you decide the right thing to do. You might ask, is it okay to take the last slice of pizza if your friend really wants it? That's an ethical question. And it's a bit like playing a game. Sometimes you win and sometimes you have to share. And speaking of games, philosophy can be like a chess match between your brain and your heart. Your brain says, play it safe and don't share, while your heart whispers, but sharing makes everyone happy. It's a constant tug of war, just like when you're trying to choose between playing outside or finishing your homework. So, why should we care about philosophy? Because it helps us understand ourselves and the world around us. It's like having a map for our thoughts. When we ask big questions, we learn more about what makes us tick. It's like finding the secret ingredients to your favorite cookie recipe. As we wrap up, remember this. Philosophy is not just for smart people in big books. It's for everyone. It's about being curious, asking questions, and finding your own answers. So next time you're wondering about life or feeling puzzled, just think of yourself as a mini philosopher. And who knows, you might discover something amazing, like why your cat really likes to knock over those glasses. So go out there, embrace your inner philosopher, and keep asking those crazy questions. Life is one big philosophical adventure.